3 years ago, NHS applied for a Massachusetts Skills Capital grant. Last fall, NHS received $186,000 to purchase new tools for the school's woodshop and engineering programs. The money needs to be spent by June 30th. This week, the transcript investigates the grant program and what the money is being used for.
We found out about the grant through Bill Worley, the last principal, and the application process. First, we had to identify what the surrounding area needed for a vocational type room. So I had to contact a couple different woodworkers and people that worked in wood shops around here and have them write up a little something of support for the ideas that we had. And then Misha Begans wrote a lot of the actual words on the grant application, and it took about 1.5 years before we got the notification that we actually got the grant. We got a little bit over $186,000 for the grant, a substantial amount of money, enough to redo pretty much every major machine that we had. We got a whole bunch of new tables that have lockers in the bottom, so we have a lot more storage space and new table surfaces, and they all come with vices. We got better dust collection stuff coming in. That's going to help just keep everything cleaner. We got a new bandsaw, new sanders, new planer which smooths the wood down, and this one can do a wider piece of wood, so we can do things like the size of a small tabletop could go through. 10 new lathes for the kids that are really into wood turning, and a whole bunch of new hand tools to replace the beat up stuff that we had. And really what we had before this was a shop that was pieced together over many, many years from used equipment that we were able to get or new equipment that we were able to get cheap. We're going to have the best wood shop in the state probably for a high school after we're done. So the new tools will be able to broaden out the types of projects that they'd be able to do. We'll be able to challenge kids with more interesting and more difficult projects.
So for my classes, robotics and engineering, we spent the grant money on 3 3D printers. They were about $1,500 each, and with everything else that goes along with them, came out to about $6,000 for those 2 classes. Before we got the 3D printers, we would have to build parts out of either cardboard or whatever other materials we could find and use. Now we can actually design and develop specific parts for projects. We can design them using CAD, computer-aided design software, bring them over to the 3D printer and actually have that piece created within the class.
If you are interested in learning to use these tools, sign up for an engineering, wood shop, or robotics course. Thank you for watching.